Good morning, everyone. It's Tammy, and today I'm going to make this card, which I just thought was really cute. And I didn't finish the inside, but I'm not sure how I want to do it. So maybe we can decide. Maybe I can decide while I'm doing that one, and I can do it for both. So I'm using the stamp called Stampingbella Violet, or I guess it's Violet. It's part of the Tiny Town collection, and it's really cute. It's just a rubber stamp, just adorable, and it stamps this little girl. So I did go ahead and stamp her, and then I also put my colors up here when I was coloring her so I could color her the same. And then I'm just using a sheet of purple cardstock, and I think it's called Wisteria Wonder or something like that. It's part of Stampin' Up. I do use a lot of their paper because I love it, and I used to be a demonstrator, but I am not doing that anymore. But I do like this. Oh, I can even put this on the inside maybe. I do have enough. I got some of this so that I can make the little girl. And let me just cut this down to size and see what I think about it. Four. And I might make this one just a little smaller, or I could just, oh, I don't need to do that. I could just do 4. And then 5 1/4. I did the inside at 4 by 5 1/4. Usually that's the outside of the card as well, because the card itself is going to end up being 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So I just take a quarter inch off of each end, and this should fit nicely right in the middle on the inside. Yeah, I think I might do that. So let me go ahead and take my tape gun. And then I was even thinking of putting a thanks on the inside, so I'll do that when I do this one so that you can see how that works out. I think I'll go ahead and do this one too, why not? I've really been enjoying coloring, and did I cut the one per image? No, here it is. I'm like, oh gosh. I have really been enjoying coloring and just having fun with things during this time when everybody's staying home. So I'm using my alcohol markers. I have some Copics and I have some fine colors, and I'm just going to start with her face. And I'm just going to color all of her skin, and I'm using the lightest color that I have in my marker collection right here. And then I will go over it with a little darker color. I'm not going to go over it. I'm just going to put some highlights in. I think her hairline would be a little darker, so I'm getting up there. Her neck would be a little darker. All right. And then now I think I'll start in with her dress, or maybe her hair. I think this was one of the colors I used in her hair, I think. Yes. And then I'm going to take my lighter one. And I'm going to try to blend those two colors together. Just by going over them. There we go. So that's the key with the alcohol markers. I don't know how many of you guys use them, but just to blend is really great. 109. I'm going to put these in order of dark to light, and I'm using my little sheet to do that. 113. 123. I have two sections, I guess, kind of. The darker purple ones and then the lighter purple ones. So these are the two darker purple ones that I used and the two lighter purple ones that I used. And I'm going to start with the light purple. And I'm just going to try to color her whole dress. I probably shouldn't be using the broad end to do this, but you know, that's okay. I think I will switch to the pointed end for this. So I think that this time when we're home and not able to really go anywhere, I think it's nice to take the time to let people know that I'm thinking of them. So that's why I thought I'd share these, because maybe it'll inspire you to reach out to someone via snail mail or whatever. I think it's fun. Now, I like to make cards. That's one of my things that I like to do. But whatever it is you like to do, if you like to bake, maybe you could share recipes, or you could make something for someone, or something like that. Or if you like to do woodworking, you could share your skill. I just think it's nice to do what you like, and at the same time you're helping someone. Oh, I wasn't supposed to color those. Oh well, that's okay. And I'm going to take the next darker one. I just dropped these, so I'm just picking them up, because I do like to make sure I'm in the right order. So this one I'm going to color. I don't know exactly why I'm doing that, because I will go over it with a darker purple. I'm looking at my picture now. I thought I knew what I was doing, but I didn't. So I'm going to color her bodice pretty darkly with this darker color, because I think that that would be realistic, that that would be a little darker. And then I am just going in on the top and then the bottom. I'm just going to go around. But then I'm also going to go up here. And I'm going to go up here. kind of make it look like there's ruffles underneath her, or in her dress. And then at this part at the bottom would be darker. And let's go ahead and take the darker purple one. And then I'm going to take the lighter purple one. I don't know if this is the same one I used last night. Oops. Oh well. It'll still look pretty, I'm sure. Let me see. And I will take the medium one and blend it. And I'm going to take the medium one, I think. Actually, I think that those flowers look kind of pretty, but I'm going to make the centers even just a little darker now. I'm using my darkest color. And now I'm just going to hit up the areas that I feel like I need to blend a little bit better. But I need to use the lightest color. So I'm just going over her dress in the lightest color again, just to kind of blend in all of these little highlights that I gave it. There, I think that's pretty cute. So now I'm going to go ahead and cover up all of these. And I need a drink of my coffee. I think she turned out really cute. So I'm going to fussy cut her out. And I know I say this every time, but I think it's a good pointer, and I'm not sure if everybody hears it every time, but if you keep the scissors steady and move the paper, that's the best way to fussy cut. So you will see that my scissors stay straight. I'm holding them in my right hand with, I'm holding them in my right hand, and the only thing I'm using them for really is to switch the blade and to cut. And I'm using my left hand to guide my paper where I want the cut line to go. And I'm not saying you can't ever move your wrist or anything like that, but I am saying just to concentrate on moving the paper and not the scissors. You don't want to go in like this and be doing all of the work with your scissors. It just doesn't work as well, and it doesn't make a nice smooth cut like it does this way. So my scissors, or my paper might be going crazy while I'm doing it, but it is doing the trick. I woke up and wanted to get this card going before I started work, so it is early. So I'm sorry if my voice is deeper. These are the first things I've said this morning. I haven't even talked to the dogs. They're still sleeping. My trash bag. I need to get that back up here. There we go. Alright, so then I want to cut this down to size. Once the coloring is done, it's home stretch. And then I did take I think it was the darkest color, I'm not really sure, and the broad side, and I just went around the edges of this little paper that I have the little girl on. Violet. I know a little girl named Violet. And I am going to take a piece of scrap paper and put it underneath this die, because this punch, because it makes a lot of trash. Oh, and I didn't cut it all the way. Of course not. Oh, well, that's okay. I'll get it. So I'm just punching one side of this paper. And then it ends up with lots of little trash, so I like to have something underneath it so I can catch all of that and then just toss it. And then I want to take a piece of white ribbon, and I'm not doing any bows or anything because these are going through the mail, and right now I'm trying to be extra careful with the mail so that I don't get it too complicated for them or any of that. So I'm just trying to do regular mail. And I'm going to go ahead and put some tape on the back side of this. And then I'm going to take this and just kind of put it in the middle at the bottom, and then I'm going to also I'm holding it in the back with my fingers. I'm going to put some tape on this side of it because I didn't on that one and I wish that I had, so I'll do it on this one. Oh, goodness. The struggle is real. Oh, but the tape didn't even hold. Are you kidding? Well, no sense doing it on the back if it's not going to hold. I think it was me. I don't think it was an it problem. Of course it was me. This thing didn't do anything, did it? Okay, so let's now... And then I can take my finger and get off the excess. There. And now it's stuck onto my working mat. There. And I'm going to also put some on here because I want to put this down first because I want this to be underneath the green. So I'm going to go ahead and not center it, but I'm going to scoot it over to where I want it here and then just lay it down. And then I'll take this green sheet and lay it down on the edge with a little bit of purple showing, like that. And then I'll take my cutout little girl, if I can find her. What did I do with her? Oh, fun. Seriously. Did I throw her away? Do I have to put out a missing persons report? Okay, seriously, I don't know where she went. I'll have to watch the playback to find out what I did with her. When did she go missing? Oh my goodness. Okay, I need a drink of coffee, and then I will continue to look. She couldn't have gone far. That is too funny. Oh, there she is. She was in the cutter. That was pretty funny. Now I'm going to take the top off of my glue. I'm using art glitter glue. Because it's my favorite. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. I don't have corona, I promise. And then I will place her down. And I am making thank you cards for my team. I work at the hospital, and I work in IT, so I don't necessarily feel like I am a first line. I don't at all, but I do know that my team helps make it possible that the frontline people can do their job. And for that, I am forever grateful for them. And I am sending them thank you cards so that they know that they are appreciated. And I am going to do this one. I have been using the same thanks for a lot of the cards, but I really like it. It's from the big scripty words from Lawn Fawn. And it just is a cursive thanks. And I'm going to take that out. And I'm going to put it on my block. And you should use a bigger block than I'm using, but you know, sometimes we just do what we want to do. And I'm going to use a dark purple. There we go. Oh, that's cute. hurt somebody. That is weird. Weird. Okay. Ooh, kind of scared me a little bit. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it was like a little voice. All right. So there we go. There are the cards for today. I hope that you enjoyed them. I think they turned out really cute, and I'm excited to send them. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. Stay safe.